found one party in the water hanging off to the bow, and then 3 members of the crew were on board.
ABC 7 News cameras capture the rescue in progress. 4 men trapped in the bay on a burning boat, saved moments before it became engulfed in flames, and fire crews were forced to stand on the sidelines. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Ama Dates. The men out fishing today ended up trapped on their burning boat about 3/4 of a mile out from Candlestick Point, and reaching them wasn't easy. ABC 7 News reporter Tomas Roman was there when the men were brought to shore in South San Francisco. Tomas.
The boat's owner tells us he doesn't know why it burst into flames early this morning. He's only glad that rescue crews were able to rescue them that quickly. This 21-foot Sea Sprite fishing boat is in flames about 3/4 of a mile off Candlestick Point. You can see 3 men on the bow of the boat attempting to stay away from the flames and smoke. 1 man is in the water. Brian G., who owns the boat, tells us what happened at about 9:30 a.m. Saturday, just after his engine sounded funny.
Killed the engine, started up again. As soon as I started up, I heard this zap, poof, and next thing you know, flames.
He says the flames and thick black smoke swept up through the boat quickly. They used a fire extinguisher with little result.
One of our friends actually went into the water because the smoke was so overwhelming for him.
Mike Dyslin was one of the people watching the drama from Oyster Point this morning.
I wouldn't want to be on that boat, no. Small boat looked like, and nowhere to go with a fire like that.
The men's 911 call brought out the Coast Guard and fireboats from South San Francisco and SFO. But with the tide out, the water was too shallow for the fireboats to get close enough to put out the fire and for other boats to reach the crew. The only rescue boat that could reach the stranded fishermen in the shallow water was Marine 7 of the San Francisco Police Department. You can see the boat come up alongside and pluck 1 man from the water as the other 3 jumped aboard. Sergeant Dan Greeley and Officer Ken Bates operate the craft, which was at Hyde Pier when they got the call and rushed to the scene.
Well, we have probably one of the fastest boats on a bay, and we're capable of getting into shallow water, so it's part of our Homeland Security unit.
The 4 men were brought ashore at Oyster Point in South San Francisco, where fire and paramedic units were waiting. 3 men were treated and released. 1 was taken to Kaiser Hospital in South San Francisco for smoke inhalation. The boat was still slowly drifting and burning into the late afternoon, monitored by a South San Francisco fireboat. Now, that boat was towed in here to Oyster Point about an hour ago. It's a total loss. The man who is at the hospital for smoke inhalation has been treated and released. We're live in South San Francisco. I'm Tomas Roman, ABC 7 News.